I am here with another Laura, Chef Lala. Thanks for joining me today.
Glad to be here. I'm a big fan. Anybody who keeps it all natural and pushes organic and produce that's where I'm at.
You got to keep it fresh every day.
You know what? If it came in its own package, it's a good idea.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, what's really fun about today is that you're not only going to teach me some great dishes, you're also going to teach me a little Spanish.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about the celebration of Mexican Independence Day. You have quite a story.
Right, which is the 16th of September.
Yes.
Right? So this is when the Mexicans won the battle against the French.
That's right.
But as we were driving up these orchards,
This is a great story, yeah.
my dad was pointing out where he used to pick fruits and vegetables when he first came to this country with his father. And you fast forward 20 years later, my father, who was actually the caterer for President Reagan, President Bush, had a successful business in supermarkets, and it was awesome.
It gives me the chills when you talk about it. That's such a great story, and we've got to get your dad up here at some point and just,
Absolutely.
you know, give him some props. And he's a chef,
Yes.
of course. But the thing is that opportunity is wherever you want it to be. Go out and find it.
Right.
The only thing that stops success is you.
Right.
How about that? Okay, guacamole, the first one, and I know everybody's, oh, well, guacamole, it's traditional. Why? Everywhere in Mexican cuisine, guacamole all the time.
First of all, we're making with love. So, and you have to do it Mexican style. The Mexican style is you gotta help. Because we all get in the kitchen and we all do it together.
I love it.
So I want you to dice up some tomatoes.
All right.
And of course, you know that the tomatoes are left on the vine. They're gonna be awesome. Don't put them in the refrigerator.
Ever. It's a tropical fruit.
Right. But it has so many vitamins. It's so good for you.
The red gives you that lycopene. You know, they say eat 5 a day the colorway, although it's more than 5 now.
Right.
But really eat for color.
Right,
It's
right.
really important. Okay, now how many tomatoes do you want me to chop up?
Well, let's play it by ear. That's the cool thing about it. Now,
Okay.
the main thing is you want to keep everything the same size. So I cut up little squares in my avocado, the same size that you're making your tomato. Take your pit, turn it, never take it off with your hands. You'll cut yourself, remove it like that. No, I have a couple friends who have. So you want to cut it into tiny little dice like that. And then you want to scoop it out with a spoon.
So I love the fact that you put tomatoes in your guacamole because I know a lot of folks that don't, and I prefer it with tomatoes.
Right. We want to make it so that you can eat a little bit more. Avocado is a healthy fat, but we also want to limit how much.
Yes.
So we're going to use green onion because it's a little bit milder, so that you're not walking around with onion breath.
Now remember, there's good fats. That's what she's talking about, Chef Lala. It's the HDL, the healthy fats.
And then so we want a little bit of lime to make sure that our avocado doesn't turn. A little bit of cilantro.
I just got some on you. I squirted you. How about that? Right on top?
Yep, that's on top. We kept our cilantro in a glass of water so that it stays nice and fresh. You always want to treat it like herbs. We're going to push this over because we're going to make another batch.
Look at what I did. Way too much.
Well, instead of chips, because that's what the bad thing is. We're gonna use cucumbers.
Okay, it is the bad thing, but you gotta admit, every once in a while you can have a chip or two.
You can, well, every once in a while, but the problem is that they're addicting. So I start off with
So the cucumber's the deal, all right.
Okay, so check this out, see how it's a little dry?
Yes.
Okay, so what we wanna do is add a little bit of water so that it all marries.
Really, you're gonna put water in that?
Just a little bit.
Now, honestly, at home I'd put a little bit of Tabasco.
You could add a little bit of serranos, a little bit of chili.
Oh, put them
There
in.
you go. And somebody said remove the seeds. Why?
Why?
What for?
Why?
Come on.
The hot chili peppers are going in. I
So
love
we
it.
have all those wonderful colors. Every recipe that you guys see, it's just a footprint for you to be able to make up your own version of it.
Okay, now, Chef Lala, you're going to teach me Spanish today. So the ingredients that we put here in Spanish.
Aguacate, tomate, chile serrano, cebollines, limoncito, salecita y agua. Y es todo.
That's it. That I got. All right, now the cucumbers.
Pepino.
Ah.
Pepino.
Pepino, okay, all right. You know what, that makes sense because they're a family of the pepper. Pepino, very close.
Very close. Check this out, I'm gonna have you taste it.
Okay, now tell me to taste it in Spanish.
Pruébalo.
Okay.
And I say provecho, which means enjoy.
And I do. It is delicious. Thank you. I'm talking with my mouth full, so we better go to a break. We'll be right back.
I want some too.
Yeah, try it. How do you say it again?
Riquísimo.
Which means?
Super delicious.
Super delicious.